Not only that, this man has not even lost aim. He exactly knows what the aim of life is, and he is in the right track to pursue that aim. In addition to that, his speech, even his speech, his simple words are not of his own. Now, do you want more proof for infallibility of a person? For isma? If his speech is not of his own, then what is the source of his speech? In huwa illa wahyun yuha. Verse number 4. His speech is nothing but revelation that is revealed to him. In huwa illa wahyun yuha. Whatever he speaks is revelation. This doesn't mean only the verses of Quran are the meaning or the application of these verses. No. This doesn't mean that when he speaks of the words of Allah, those are the ones that are revealed to him. Even his own ordinary words are revelation of God, because he does not speak of his own. وَمَا يَنْتَقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. Quran didn't say that his speech regarding Quran is not of his own. Quran says his speech is not of his own. وَمَا يَنْتَقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَىٰ. The one vigorous, mighty in power has taught him. Now the verses go on, inshallah you study it yourself. The reason النبي أولى بالمؤمنين من أنفسهم, the messenger is superior to believers than believers to themselves, is because of this. He is not misled. He hasn't lost the aim. He doesn't speak of his own. He doesn't speak based upon carnal desire. Rather, everything that he says is revelation that is revealed to him. He is taught by the mighty in power. So such an entity, such a person considers your welfare. If he is superior to you than you to you, that means this person knows more than you what is good for you and what is harmful for you and what is bad for you. That's why Allah has established such a superiority for him over us. Another verse of Quran that indirectly tells us about such a reason is chapter 4 of Quran, Surah An-Nisa, ayah 80. Chapter 4, ayah or verse 80, in the beginning of it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَنْ يُطِعِ الرَّسُولَ فَقَدْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهِ. Now remember, these are the verses of Quran, and Quran are direct words of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, مَنْ يُطِعِ الرَّسُولَ فَقَدْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهِ. Whoever obeys the Rasul, the messenger, indeed has obeyed Allah. This is very important information about who this man is. His obedience is synonymous to the obedience of Allah. Just imagine that. If a man is not qualified, would Allah establish such an equation that his obedience would be synonymous to Allah's obedience? We are talking about God, This verse is telling us tremendous information, is giving us tremendous information about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who this man is. This man is a man whose obedience is synonymous to the obedience of Allah. Meaning, if you obey him, you have obeyed Allah. Can you find any other man, other than the prophets of God, of course, can you find any other man similar to this? So if you give your authority to him, you have given your authority not to a corrupt man who would abuse this authority and would ruin you and ruin your life. You are giving your authority to a man who would consider your welfare even much, much more than you would consider. Not only that, it's not a matter of consideration only. He knows what is good for you more than you know what is good for you. You're giving your authority to him. That's why Allah says, "An-nabiyyu awla bil mu'minina min anfusihim." Another ayah of Quran that would help us in this regard is reflected in chapter 9 of Quran. Chapter 9 of Quran, Surah At-Tawbah, ayah 128. Chapter 9 of Quran, ayah 128 states, لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ. Indeed has come to you an apostle, a prophet, a messenger, the one who has been dispatched. He is from your own kind. He is from yourself. He lived 40 years amongst you. You associated with him. You were the ones who saw his character and high morals and called him Muhammad Amin, trustworthy Muhammad. You saw him for 40 years. Not only that, he is human. He is from humankind. He is not an angel who has appeared in the form of a man. He is human. He is one of you. لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ. Indeed has come to you an apostle from among you. Now, who is this apostle? عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا عَنِتُّمْ. Notice, this tells us why we have to give our authority to him. Why he is superior to us than us to us. Because عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا عَنِتُّمْ. That which grieves you is very hard for him. It hurts him. It is very hard for him to see you in the state of distress of any type. Now, can you find a political leader that would qualify with this description? Can you find? The claims are plenty, but we are talking about reality. When Quran speaks, when Allah, Quran is the word of Allah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks, reality is spoken. Not fake claim that they call truth. Reality is spoken. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is informing us this man who has been dispatched by him amongst us as a messenger, that is amongst us, who he is, عزيز عليه